Let me tell you something today. You were not created to live an average, worn out, defeated life. No, you were designed by the Creator of the universe to be unstoppable. There is a power in you greater than any obstacle around you. And it all begins, not in the afternoon, not when things go right, but in the morning. How you start your day will determine how high you rise. You don't need to wake up to chaos, confusion, and checking your phone like it's your lifeline. Wake up with intention, wake up with faith, and wake up with victory already in your heart. The first key I want you to grab hold of is this: your morning sets the tone for your victory. When you wake up, don't just roll out of bed complaining or already feeling behind. Speak victory before your feet hit the floor. Start your day in gratitude. Before you look at what you don't have, thank God for what you do have. Thank Him that you're alive, that you've got another chance, that He's still working. A heart of gratitude is like fuel in the morning. It will shift your entire day. You've got to command your morning, not let your morning command you. The second thing is, build a routine that builds you. I'm talking about 10 habits that will set you on fire in the spirit and make you unshakable through your day. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. Just be consistent. Wake up a little earlier. Start with prayer. Declare promises over your life. Write your vision. Move your body. Drink water. Read a chapter of truth. Be still and listen. These aren't rituals, they are spiritual investments. You're setting your intention before the world tries to set it for you. These habits aren't just about success, they're about alignment. When your spirit, soul, and body are in sync, there's no telling what you'll overcome. And finally, don't miss this. Faith plus habits will make you unstoppable. You can have all the right habits, but if your faith is weak, you'll still feel powerless. That's why the morning is sacred. It's where you remind yourself who you are. It's where you remind yourself whose you are. It's where you tell fear, you don't get to ride with me today. It's where you tell doubt, you've overstayed your welcome. When you combine a faith-filled spirit with consistent habits, you become like a lion. You may be quiet, but you're powerful. You may be humble, but you're bold. You're not moved by how big the mountain is, because you remember who moves mountains. So I came to tell you, this is your season to become unstoppable. You don't need to wait for the new year, the right mood, or perfect conditions. You just need a committed morning. Let the first hour of your day be filled with power, purpose, and peace. Because when you win the morning, you win the day. And when you keep winning days, you build a life no storm can shake. Let's rise up and own our mornings. Because unstoppable starts before sunrise. Your morning sets the tone for your victory. Every day you wake up is another chance to step into purpose. But what you do in those first moments matters more than most people realize. You see, the first words you speak, the first thoughts you entertain, the first emotions you welcome, they're all shaping the energy of your day. Too many people wake up and immediately reach for their phones, already allowing the outside world to determine their mindset. Notifications, headlines, emails, and demands, they all begin pulling on your peace. And before you've even gotten out of bed, you're already overwhelmed. That's not how you were created to live. You weren't made to wake up anxious, tired, or defeated. You were made to wake up with boldness, faith, and clarity. When you take control of your morning, you take control of your life. There is something powerful that happens when you decide that your day will not be driven by your feelings. your circumstances, or your past. It will be driven by your vision, by your faith, and by your decisions. Start by waking up with gratitude. Before you check what's wrong, thank God for what's right. Before you complain about the problem, thank Him for the strength to overcome it. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's working. And when your heart is full of gratitude, your mind is clear and your spirit is steady. The moment you open your eyes, you've got a choice: either feed fear or feed faith. That choice begins in the morning. If you start your day by worrying, doubting, comparing, or stressing, that energy will follow you all day long. But if you start your day declaring, "This is the day the Lord has made, I will rejoice and be glad in it," you're choosing victory before the battle even starts. You're setting your heart and mind to expect good things, even if challenges come. And challenges will come, but the mindset you choose in the morning prepares you to face them. There's something sacred about the morning hours. It's quiet. It's peaceful. Your mind is clearer before the demands begin. That's the time to speak life over yourself. Speak blessings over your day. Don't wait for something good to happen to feel good. Create the atmosphere for it. Say things like, "Today is filled with divine opportunities. Today, favor follows me wherever I go. I'm equipped, I'm empowered, I'm focused." You're not just talking to hear yourself. You're programming your mind for success. You're planting seeds of expectation. And those seeds will grow into the kind of day and eventually the kind of life that aligns with your words. Some people think this is too simple to work. But the truth is, the most powerful shifts come from simple, consistent actions. Changing your morning is like redirecting a ship at sea. It may feel small at first, but it will completely change the direction of your journey. And it doesn't take hours. Just take the first 15 to 30 minutes and make them count. Get quiet. Be still. Reflect. Plan. Breathe. Speak truth. Let your soul settle before the world tries to shake it. That moment of calm is not just rest. It's preparation. Because when your spirit is grounded in the morning, your steps become confident through the day. Some people think they're not morning people, but it's not about being a morning person. It's about being a purpose person. When you have purpose, you don't wait to feel motivated. You create motivation through discipline. You wake up even when you don't feel like it, because you know your future depends on it. And when you begin your day with purpose, you stop chasing blessings and start walking in them. That's the power of a morning routine that honors who you really are. You don't need to be perfect at it. You just need to be consistent. Maybe you've had seasons where mornings felt chaotic, rushed, or negative. That's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Just start fresh. Today is a new opportunity to take back your mornings. Decide that from now on, you're going to win the first hour. And if you win the first hour, you'll start to win the rest. The world may still be noisy, life may still be unpredictable, but your mindset will be strong. You'll respond differently. You'll speak differently. You'll make decisions out of peace instead of pressure. Even your relationships and work are affected by your mornings. When you take time to center yourself, you become more present, more patient, and more powerful. You stop reacting and start leading. People will notice a calm strength in you. They'll wonder why you're not easily rattled. It's because your peace didn't come from the outside. It was built in the morning, in the stillness, in the place where you aligned with your purpose. This isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about aligning with what matters most. It's about making sure that you start every day with clarity, intention, and a heart full of faith. Your job may still be demanding. Your responsibilities may still be real. But if your soul is filled up in the morning, nothing outside of you can empty you. You'll walk into meetings differently. You'll face problems with wisdom. You'll respond to negativity with grace. And that's how you begin to rise above. That's how you stop surviving and start thriving. Remember, greatness is not built in one day. It's built day by day. And it starts the moment you open your eyes. The person who owns the morning owns their future. The person who speaks life at sunrise is the same one who will walk in favor at sunset. Don't underestimate the power of how you start. Don't sleepwalk through your mornings anymore. Wake up with a fire in your belly. Wake up with a vision in your heart. Wake up and speak life. Set goals. Move your body. Breathe deeply. Give thanks and center your soul. This is not just a routine. This is your launch pad. This is your preparation ground. This is where the unstoppable version of you is being built, brick by brick, habit by habit, morning by morning. Build a routine that builds you. You don't wake up successful. You don't just stumble into greatness or drift into purpose. It takes intention, it takes structure, and most importantly, it takes discipline. Too many people hope their day will go well, hope they'll feel inspired, hope they'll get things done, but they haven't created a routine that supports the life they're praying for. If you want to see real change, you have to design your days in a way that lifts you, strengthens you, and keeps you aligned with where you're headed. That starts in the morning with a series of habits that build you up from the inside out. It's not about being rigid or robotic. It's about being focused and intentional. You were not created to wake up to confusion and chaos. You were designed for clarity, peace, and progress. A solid morning routine is the foundation for a strong life. When you begin your day with habits that nurture your mind, body, and spirit, you'll walk through the rest of your day with confidence and resilience. You'll stop reacting to life and start leading it. You'll stop chasing your purpose and start embodying it. And the beauty is, it doesn't take hours. It just takes consistency. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to build a rhythm that reinforces who you are becoming. Start simple. Begin with prayer or meditation to center your spirit. Don't rush into emails or text messages before you've even said thank you for the breath in your lungs. That quiet moment with your Creator, with yourself, sets the tone for everything else. It reminds you that you're not alone, that you're guided, that you're chosen. Just a few minutes of focused silence can calm the noise of the world and help you hear the wisdom within. Then move into gratitude. Write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. The bed you slept in, the sun rising outside your window, the opportunity to live another day with purpose. Gratitude rewires your brain to look for what's right instead of what's wrong. And when you start your day with that mindset, challenges won't shake you the same way. Then declare your intentions. Speak over your day. Tell yourself where you're going and what you're becoming. You may not feel it yet. Your circumstances may not look like it yet, but speak it anyway. Declare, I am focused. I am healthy. I am disciplined. I walk in favor. I attract good things. I release what doesn't serve me. Your words shape your world. Every declaration is a brick in the foundation of your mindset. Don't just let your mind wander. Direct it. Lead it. Feed it with truth and power. Next, take care of your body. Move. stretch, exercise, hydrate. Fuel yourself with what energizes you. Your body is the vessel through which your vision flows. If it's tired, neglected, or undernourished, it will affect your clarity and your consistency. You don't have to run a marathon, just move your body. It releases stress, sharpens focus, and reminds you that discipline is a decision, not a feeling. When you do what's hard early, the rest of the day feels lighter. You show yourself that you're in charge, not your mood, not your excuses, not your old habits. Feed your mind too. Read something that inspires you. Listen to something that uplifts you. Don't just scroll through noise. Choose content that adds value to your life. Even 10 minutes of learning or listening to something meaningful in the morning can change your entire perspective. You start the day with new thoughts, new ideas, new possibilities. That's how growth happens, not in giant leaps, but in small, consistent steps. And don't forget your goals. Look at them. Write them. Remind yourself of what you're working toward. A routine without a destination becomes a ritual. But a routine tied to vision becomes transformation. You're not just going through the motions. You're aligning your habits with your hopes. You're turning dreams into structure. That's how breakthrough happens. When discipline meets desire. A powerful routine also includes boundaries. Protect your morning. Don't give your energy to people or problems that can wait. The first hour of your day should belong to you and your purpose, not to social media, not to negativity, not to distractions. You have to guard that sacred time like your future depends on it. Because it does. The way you start your day leaks into how you handle your challenges, how you interact with people, how you think about yourself, and how you see the world. Your morning routine doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It just has to work for you. It should leave you feeling full, not depleted. Focused, not scattered. Empowered, not overwhelmed. Some people work best in silence. Others need music. Some love journaling. Others prefer walking. The structure isn't the goal. The result is. Ask yourself each morning, does this build me or drain me? And choose what builds. You're not creating a routine for routine's sake. You're creating a life. You're shaping a mindset. You're investing in the most valuable asset you have, you. And when you show up consistently for yourself in the morning, you'll find it easier to show up for your dreams throughout the day. You'll walk into meetings differently. You'll handle pressure differently. You'll lead, love, and live differently. Not because everything around you changed, but because you did. You became steady, focused, grounded. That's what a good routine does. It builds strength beneath the surface so that no matter what life throws at you, you're not easily shaken. Remember, the key is not perfection. You will have mornings where you slip, where things don't go as planned. That's okay. Grace is part of the process. Just don't let one off day become your new standard. Reset. Recommit. Show up again. Because every time you choose your routine, you're choosing your future. You're proving to yourself that you're serious about becoming all that you were created to be. You don't need more time. You need more intention with the time you already have. The morning gives you that chance to start fresh, to renew your mind, to align your actions with your aspirations. And when your routine is rooted in vision, backed by faith, and carried out with consistency, there is nothing that can stop you. You'll begin to see results. You'll begin to feel momentum. You'll begin to live from a place of purpose instead of pressure. So build a routine that builds you. Let every morning be a brick in the foundation of your success. Let it be a declaration to the world and to yourself. I'm not waiting for greatness to find me. I'm building it from the moment I wake up. Because that's the truth. The most unstoppable people don't wait for the world to change. They start with their mornings and let that change the world around them. Faith plus habits will make you unstoppable. You can have all the strategies, routines, and to-do lists in the world, but if you don't have faith behind it, you're building a house with no foundation. Habits shape your actions, but faith fuels your direction. You need both working together to become the person you were created to be. Habits are the steps. Faith is the fire. Habits help you stay consistent, but faith helps you see beyond what's visible. It's your faith that says, even though I don't see the results yet, I believe they're coming. It's your faith that keeps you moving when you're feeling, say, quit. You can wake up early, plan your day, read your goals, exercise and check every box, but without faith anchoring it all, you'll burn out trying to control things that were never yours to carry. Faith reminds you that you don't have to have it all figured out to take the next step. You just have to trust that what you're building matters, even when it doesn't look like it yet. There will be days when your motivation is low, when the routine feels pointless, when progress feels slow, and the results seem invisible. That's where faith comes in. Faith reminds you that consistency compounds, that small actions done daily eventually lead to big breakthroughs, that what you sow in the quiet will one day grow in public. When you combine discipline with belief, you become powerful, because now you're not just doing the work, you're expecting results. You're not just showing up, you're trusting that the showing up is shifting something. Even if you can't see it, even if it doesn't feel like it, faith tells you that something is moving, something is building, something is aligning. There's a deeper strength that comes when your habits are rooted in something bigger than yourself. You're no longer relying just on your willpower, but you're trusting in grace, in timing, in the purpose planted inside you. Faith gives your habits meaning. It's what turns a morning routine into a spiritual discipline. It's what turns repetition into revelation. You begin to see that every time you say no to distractions and yes to purpose, you're not just being productive. You're being obedient to your calling. You're building a life that reflects what you believe. When you have faith, your perspective changes. You stop looking at each day in isolation and start seeing it as part of a bigger picture. You stop judging your progress by what you didn't finish and start celebrating the fact that you're becoming someone who shows up anyway. You stop needing validation from the outside and start finding strength from within. Faith keeps your vision alive when the process gets hard. It tells you that where you are now is not where you'll always be. That the habits you're building today are preparing you for doors you haven't even seen yet. That the mornings you choose to pray, read, move, focus, and declare life are not wasted. They are laying the foundation for everything you're about to step into. Faith plus habits also changes how you respond to obstacles. Instead of saying, "This is too much," you say, "I was made for this." Instead of backing down when something unexpected happens, you adjust your plan, but never your purpose. You don't let a setback stop you, because your faith tells you that every setback is a setup for something greater. You understand that the routine won't always be smooth, but your belief in the outcome keeps you steady. That's what makes you unstoppable. Not that life gets easier, but that your spirit gets stronger. There's a reason you've been feeling pulled to grow. There's a reason something inside you says, I can't live on autopilot anymore. That's your faith stirring. That's your spirit waking up. And now it's time to match that inner fire with outer discipline. It's time to build the habits that match your calling. When you wake up each day and follow through with your routine, even when it's hard, you're sending a message to the universe that you're serious, that you're not playing small, that you're making room for the life you've been praying for. And when faith and action come together, nothing can stop the momentum that begins to build. You start to realize that it's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. That faith doesn't mean every day will feel amazing. It means you believe even on the days that don't. And when that belief partners with your daily choices, transformation happens. Not overnight, but over time. Because faith is patient. It understands process. It honors the unseen. Faith keeps you showing up with excellence, not because of applause, but because of purpose. It teaches you to serve the season you're in while trusting for the one that's coming. And as you continue in that mindset, you'll notice a shift. You'll walk with quiet confidence. You'll stop being shaken by every storm. You'll see challenges as chances to grow. You'll no longer need outside motivation because you've built inner momentum. That's what happens when habits meet faith. You become consistent, not just committed. You become intentional, not just busy. You become fulfilled, not just successful. If you've ever struggled with keeping routines or sticking to habits, it's not because you're weak or lazy. It's because you were trying to do it without the right foundation. Willpower alone runs dry, but faith refuels you. Faith reminds you of why you started. It lifts your perspective above the temporary discomfort and gives you hope for what's ahead. It's not about grinding your way to greatness. It's about aligning your daily life with divine purpose and trusting that what you're building matters. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't just go through the motions. Wake up with belief. Speak life. Move with intention. Do the small things with great faith. Keep showing up even when it's hard. Keep believing even when it's quiet. Keep building even when no one sees it. Because you are not just forming a routine, you are forming a future. And that future is bright, full of purpose, full of favor, and full of promise. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are becoming unstoppable, and it's happening one habit, one prayer, one morning at a time. Keep going. Keep believing. Keep building. Your breakthrough is already in motion.